Are we truly standing on the brink of driving electric vehicles powered by solid-state batteries? Or are we still watching promising experimental results struggling to move beyond the prototype stage, while major manufacturers, such as Toyota's Quantum Cape and CL, have all announced successful demonstrations of solid-state batteries, with cycle life reaching up to 1,000 cycles? The bigger question remains about real-world readiness. If you look at the average range of gasoline vehicles, it has already reached a point where most people simply do not think about it anymore. So perhaps the real issue is not ultimate driving range, but charging time, if it can be reduced to 5 minutes or less along with the supporting infrastructure. Remember that the faster the charging time, the less infrastructure you actually need. If charging becomes truly fast, then there may be no need for a 600-mile range, which could simply represent the upper limit of what is technically possible. Consumers are unlikely to pay more than that if everything else already meets their expectations. Well, we might have solid-state batteries in practical application sooner. While Donut Lab promises some interesting technologies, but it still needs to be verified whether they are real or not. I mean, are they even solid-state batteries? Now, let's consider the attention-grabbing claim of a 600-mile range per charge. From a purely technical standpoint, solid-state batteries can allow for energy densities at the cell level of up to 400 Wh per kg, compared to around 250 Wh per kg for many current lithium-ion EV battery cells. If that efficiency translates to the battery pack level, a 100 kilowatt-hour battery pack could be significantly lighter. Alternatively, manufacturers could maintain similar weight and increase capacity to 150 kWh. In theory, that could provide a range of over 600 m, or about 965 kilometers per charge under moderate driving conditions. But should we automatically equate longer driving range with better engineering? A larger battery increases material costs and can add weight, which may reduce overall efficiency. Most gasoline vehicles offer between 400 and 500 m per tank, and drivers rarely travel 600 m without stopping. Transportation survey data consistently show that the average daily driving distance is under 40 m in many countries. The psychological factor of range anxiety often outweighs actual practical need. So, do you truly need 600 m of range? Or do you simply want the confidence that your electric vehicle will not run out of charge? This is where ultra-fast charging could completely reshape the debate. If an electric vehicle can charge from 0 to 80% in 5 minutes, that experience would be close to the convenience of refueling a gasoline car. BYD appears to have demonstrated that its EVs are capable of charging 50% of the battery in just 5 minutes, while delivering up to 220 miles of range. Instead of carrying a massive 150 kilowatt-hour battery pack, drivers could rely on a more moderately sized battery and recharge quickly during short stops. That would reduce vehicle costs and overall resource consumption. However, engineering charging speeds at that level is extremely challenging. Charging 80 kilowatt-hours in 5 minutes requires delivering roughly 960 kilowatts of power. For a 100 kilowatt-hour pack, peak charging power could reach as high as 1.2 megawatt. That implies charge rates between 8C and 12C, far above the 2C to 4C commonly seen in many modern fast charging systems. At such rates, thermal management becomes absolutely critical. Even small internal resistance can generate significant heat when charging at megawatt levels. Advanced cooling systems, potentially including immersion cooling or direct refrigerant cooling, would be necessary to prevent rapid degradation. Grid infrastructure must also evolve. A charging station with 10 vehicles charging simultaneously at 1 megawatt per vehicle would require power comparable to that of a small industrial facility. Utilities would need to upgrade transformers, deploy storage buffers, or install local battery systems to handle demand spikes. However, there is an interesting infrastructure advantage. The faster each vehicle charges, the less time it occupies a charger. If charging time drops from 30 minutes to 5 minutes, throughput increases sixfold, potentially reducing the total number of chargers required at each location. An electric vehicle with a 400-mile range and reliable charging times of 5 to 10 minutes may deliver more practical value than a vehicle with a 600 range that still takes 25 minutes to recharge. Cost, durability, safety, and infrastructure must be carefully balanced. Solid-state technology holds enormous promise, but it must overcome barriers related to scaling, manufacturing yield, and cost before it can truly transform the market. Ultimately, the debate is not simply about range versus charging time. It is about which parameter genuinely changes user behavior. When charging becomes almost as fast and convenient as refueling a gasoline car, range anxiety will diminish.